to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
Yeah, it's like I get my walk right after work.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad it's at the time it is, because I walk one way and I can just feel the sun, like that's one sidewalk here along that main
Just beats on you.
Just I'm like, man, this would look weird as shit if I only walked one like a loop.
Yeah.
But on my way back, then it roasts the other side. My dad, when did I see my
mean,
dad?
it seems like, though, when it gets real hot, you're going to be sad.
My dad's skin
Is leather?
is so dark,
Oh.
you would think he was of South American descent.
Yeah.
It is very, very brown.
Yeah.
And, because he's umpiring outside.
Oh, yeah.
And, and I remember he used
Does he sunscreen up, too?
No, probably not.
Really?
Because he's old world generation stupid.
Like, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, he may. I'm going to presume that he's an idiot and doesn't, because his shit is so tan.
Yeah.
Hey. No. Yeah, back off, lady.
She's so pushy.
All it said was shit is so tan.
Oh, that's hilarious. Send this to so-and-so? You're like, wait, what?
Send this to son. His stuff, like, if you're sunscreening at SPF 70, there's no way your skin would be that dark. But we used to make fun of him because he would have...
But even if you use something light, like a 15 or something, it would help.
Sure.
But you would still get a little bit of pigment.
His drive daily to Vacaville, like...
Oh, yeah, one side.
He needs a fuel-efficient car, and that's no AC. So he would window down, hand out the window, and he would have like a black and white chessboard. His right arm would be Caucasian, and his left arm would be very, very person from Paraguay, like olive Grecian skin type of shit.
I had a t-shirt, like a red t-shirt, a red Stussy t-shirt that I used to wear back in the day when I had like my Civic SI, my old Civic, that it had a unfaded spot from the seatbelt across.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how often I drove it in the sun that I had an unfaded spot where the seatbelt went across, which I think is bizarre because it would be faded, but then that one. And I remember one time I was like, what is up with this shirt? And I thought about it. I'm like, that's from the seatbelt.
Is it like some sort of scuba joke? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
But from the seatbelt.
From the seatbelt.
How bizarre.
I know. I guess I wore that shirt enough driving. You know what I mean? It's so weird.
And
so weird.
No UV protected windshield, apparently. Now that's
not in a Civic, I don't think.
Probably not.
It probably adds UV.
They're like a small little ant under the magnifying glass.
Yeah, pretty
Windshield's like, let's give them all the cancer.
Yeah. Here's some extra shit, in fact.
They're saving money on the parts, but let's give them cancer.
Yeah. All the stuff that guy's in the Audi's not getting, you're getting in your Civic.
Well, it's a automotive,
trade-off
system. Sorry.
Yeah. You bought a Civic, bro.
Yeah. Good job. But these are the breaks.
Yeah.
I had I have a funny haha.
Okay.
But it requires a setup. Do you
don't believe you?
Yeah. And yes. Do you have an expression that your wife or your kids like a nonverbal expression that everyone in your house like understands is that's dad's or husband's what the fuck look? Like, or are you really? Did you really? Do you have something like that?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Because I tend to be very I don't want to say the word facial. I tend to be animated when it comes, and I'm often going, like, huh?
And if someone saw it, they would know. Oh, okay, Dad's right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So, for me, it's like it's an eyebrow.
Yeah, right.
Like a
what?
Really?
Yeah.
And then like a head cock. My wife, when she gets to this part and is listening, I'm sure she can feel it.
Yeah.
With me just describing it. She knows exactly what this look is. And the kids for sure know because, a lot of it is like a dad thing.
Well, also, if you're considering you're bald,
yes,
the eyebrow raise is very pronounced.
Yes, you can't.
There's nothing to confuse.
Yes, that's high contrast.
Yeah.
Super high contrast. Yeah.
It's like the magic marker just went up.
Yeah. It's like something that I just picked up like with the kids. It was like a lot of times we're in a place or something where it's, like addressing a dumb move or needing to like give a verbal cue without it. If they make contact with me.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like it has many uses.
Sure.
Many uses. Some it's to the kid who's clearly doing something they shouldn't do.
It goes with whatever's happening at the moment.
Right. And
Yeah.
it is a clear read. Very clear read.
Sure.
We make jokes about it all the time in the house, but it's funny and in the moment and thinking about it now, like it's like fuck. Like it has many meanings,
Guys.
depending in context.
Guys, the caterpillar moved.
Yeah.
We have fucked up.
He's either pissed or I shouldn't have done that. Okay, before I do the next thing, what he's telling me here is I should question.
Think about what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I should think about like, hey, Dad, should I? Okay, he's the eyebrow. Okay.
The caterpillar is way high.
So no, I should not walk away without doing my dish. Okay, the eyebrow's gone. That was what he meant to say. Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
So it's a running joke, the return the cart,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Return the cart. I mean, it's not a joke for me.
It's a way to
I
live.
take that shit serious.
It's a life.
It's a way of life.
It's a lot. What am I trying to say?
It's like football.
Yeah.
Football is life.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
So, and we take in, like, whenever we get, like, the memes of the people who are doing the cart, the social media, whether that's staged or real, or some people just have that kind of, like, outward personality where they'll approach someone who's not returning the cart and, like, give them shit, or the guys that do the stickers and the magnets or the bumper stickers. Yeah. So when those come about, it's, like, generally, hey, foo, like, it's, oh, the fuck, yeah, those are my people. Like, return the cart people.
Right.
Like, enforcing good moral compasses. So I'm on my walk this evening.
This is a long way to get there.
Yes, it is. Hey, welcome to Sad Dad's Club Podcast, episode 248.
I think so.
I'm the Lord Fu.
I'm Jim.
And I am the... Yes, anyway. Okay. Eyebrow Lord of all eyebrows. We have talked, I think, even on the show maybe a couple weeks like I don't have the fucks to give to actually approach someone, like, and say, hey,
like the cart guy,
like the guys that do the meme,
Yeah,
whether they're
the
memes or
videos.
not, the guys that post the things of, like, approaching someone who's clearly leaving their cart and, like, walking away.
Yeah. You're not doing that.
I don't need to get in someone's...
confrontational shit.
But also, I think you had asked me this, like, just recently. Like, I've never actually been in that perfect timing sequence where I had to make that call. Like, I've seen countless people who, like, I go into the store, there's no cart somewhere. Like, I've probably missed an actual thing by, like, a minute.
The cart drop off?
Right.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't one here, but now there is, and all I did was go in and buy water and a lottery ticket, and now it's here. So I missed this sequence by seconds, kind of a thing.
Right.
So it kind of works out in my favor that I'm a non-confrontational person because I've never really had to do that.
Would you, though?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's just, it's not.
You wouldn't.
It's good.
Not.
It's good to like.
It's not a consideration.
It's not really that important to me to be like, hey.
Yeah. No, I know. I wouldn't.
Where'd you
I wouldn't
go wrong
either.
in life? Like, who beat you? Kind of a thing. It's not that important. I'll beat on the drum that there's probably certainly a discernible style of person at their fiber that chooses to do it in most situations, but then doesn't.
But don't you think that it's a majority of the folks that don't do it?
I don't know.
That's my read on it.
There are a lot of carts that I have to return.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's more frequent than I would like it to be, but I couldn't tell you if it
I'm
was
going
the
to say it's
majority.
over half. Over half the people probably do not return their cards.
I have nothing to say otherwise, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean,
also.
although if I go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, a lot of the times there's a lot of carts in the cart wrap bin, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
The cart
return? The cart corral.
Corral. That's the word I was looking for.
There you go.
So the cart corral usually got a lot of carts in there. Sometimes, I mean, there's been times where I'm trying to push a cart in and I'm like, it's sticking out the side. Sorry. There. You know, this is the cart return. I'm not going to the other side of the parking lot to go to a different corral that's not as full.
Right.
Sorry, dudes.
It get shimmed.
It's
right.
It's there.
It's there. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm on my walk. I get into the Rayleigh's parking lot area, and I do the...
You just start doing your job?
I did. I like...
You just put on your Rayleigh's
little... And I do the hate glance, like, don't look over there, because if there's one over there, you're going all the way fucking over there. Don't look. And then it's like out of sight, out of mind, and I look, and there's nothing over there. I'm like...
Thank God.
Thank fucking God. But there was one right in front of me, like midway through the parking lot. I'm like, sweet! Grabbed it.
Yeah.
Shot it straight over the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just at like the first set of slots for the handicapped. And it's sunny.
And
so
you're walking into the store now.
I'm walking into the store.
Okay.
I've got my hat on and I've got my sunglasses on.
All right.
And,
or as they say in Australia, your sunnies.
Yes, my sunnies.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm the last couple stalls, like parking stalls before the store, like crosswalk for the store.
Yeah.
And some dude is from the back of his RAV4 is walking the cart to the center island thing.
Okay.
And
just pops it up.
And he's like, gets it just to the curb. And I'm walking straight, but it's maybe at like a 30-degree angle from my field of view. So my head is like
swiveling,
clearly like pointed at him, not in the direction that I'm walking.
Uh-huh.
And I had a head cock and an eyebrow. Now I'm wearing a hat and the sunglasses, so he can't see my fucking eyes.
Uh-huh.
But he clearly made eye contact with me.
Okay.
And he backs it off the curb and then walks it to the corral.
That's brilliant.
And I went, fuck, was I really like looking that hard at it? And I kind of finished.
Apparently.
And I 30 degrees back to straight and walked straight in. And as I walked through the double doors, I pulled my glasses off and I went.
You know what would have been
fuck
better?
That guy.
As you got to the curb before the sliding door, if you just would have like put the fist up and said, "Return the card."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That would have been brilliant.
I was like, man, was there enough head tilt and eyebrow visual?
You shamed that guy.
Oh yeah, he straight up, and I went. I didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
Like that's the best case scenario.
Just the look.
I was literally in that, and
he's like, that guy works out. I better fucking return this shit.
He was, he's like as old as my dad, so he was. He was 70 plus.
Oh damn.
He wasn't with a cane. He wasn't with a walker, and he was right at the front of the store. He wasn't in the handicap spot.
Right.
He was 10 feet to the curb. And he kind of like was right there, and then he saw me. I saw him, and like eyebrow, and he maybe pulled that fucker back off and went straight to the. And I like.
You ever seen that on cartoons where the eyebrows are drawn on top of other things? right? They're visible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe you have that going on. You know what I mean?
I was just passing out so hard of
Dude,
eyebrow
the eyebrow
highs.
just went over the glasses, over the hat, and like showed up in the hat area, and he went, fuck.
I went, what are the odds that... Because I'm not that guy. Like, it wasn't really that important to me.
Yeah.
But everything in that moment was completely... I'm like, well, I'll take that. Absolutely. If you're just going to feel guilty from some dude who's watching you do what you know you should be not doing...
He saw you returning carts.
It's
Maybe he watched you as he was coming out.
It's possible.
And he saw, and then you were going into the store. So it's not it's not like you were shopping with a cart and then went to your car and then returned the cart and then got in your car and left. You were returning a cart and then walking back into the store.
Like, what's that guy doing?
And maybe he thinks you work there, and then he felt guilty.
God damn it.
You know?
The cart guy.
Yeah.
Anyway. We have like cooking shit we should catch up on.
Yeah. Real quick.
Oh,
I got something.
Okay.
Had a rough day yesterday. Not me personally. Well, me by association.
Okay.
With just the kids. The kids are just like, shit's just going sideways for everybody.
Oh.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Chandler's like off his rails because they're moving soon into a house. So they have been trying to get stuff ready.
Yeah.
One of the things is they had to buy a refrigerator.
Oh.
So they bought this fridge a while back, and they had set it up to be delivered to the new house on a specific date.
Mm-hmm.
And that date wasn't going to be able to be met because the person in the house won't be leaving until it was a couple weeks later.
I was going to ask, so there's a current tenant?
Yes, it's a long story. We don't have to get into it.
Okay.
But they weren't going to be able to have it delivered. So they bought it at Home Depot.
Okay.
And it's one of these, they got these Samsung fridges that have panels that you can buy different colors and shit. I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
I have a Samsung, but it doesn't change colors.
Right. So you can buy different panels for it anyway.
Okay.
And so he told him, hey, we can't do this date. Can we change the date for a delivery?
Right.
But just send it to my actual address because that house won't be available for delivery. So they say, sure. Well, delivery date comes and goes. They don't show up with the fridge. And this was a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And so they're like, he's like, what's going on? And they're
Where's
like,
my fridge?
Yeah. And I forget what the issue was.
No way.
But they got it. The issue is that they were like, we can't hold the order for that long because the warehouse can't hang on to that product for that long. So we canceled your order.
Oh,
yeah. And they bought it on like some crazy super special deal that like was the cheapest that you could get it at.
Right.
And then so he like had to go to Home Depot and be like, what the fuck? Nobody said anything to me, So this whole thing, so this has been ongoing. So then they had to reorder the fridge, and it was going to be delivered. They'd picked a date, which was like, I want to say it was yesterday, 2 days ago.
To his current residence.
To his current condo.
Okay, because...
And they were just going to store it in the garage until they were moving, and then just have to move it.
Right.
And they were expecting it, and they never showed up. And he's like calling them, going, "What's the deal? I'm looking online, and it says this." And they're like, "Oh no, it's fine. It'll be there." And then he calls them at like 3:30, and he's like, "What's the deal? It's still not here." And they're like, "Well, there's some kind of problem with docs. I don't know, documentation, I guess. I don't know. Some kind of weird thing." So then he had to go and then they're like, "Oh, for sure, I'm sure it'll be there tomorrow." Doesn't show up the next day, which I think is today. So then he's calling them and so it's just like this whole ordeal, right? So he's like the one having to make all the effort. They don't ever call him. They don't ever tell him what's wrong. So he's all up in arms about it.
Okay.
Which I understand. It's frustrating, right?
Right.
So all of that's going on. Plus whatever other stuff Chandler's got going on that makes him upset. So he's calling Shanna and talking to her on the phone and like complaining about stuff. Then my wife gets a call from my daughter.
And they were just at VidCon.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So she got home safe?
Yeah.
Please tell me that's not where that's going to go.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So she's already home and like going to school.
Okay.
So yesterday morning, we get a text in our group. Slept through all these alarms, and it's a screenshot of her alarms. And I missed my lab.
Uh-oh.
So she was upset because she missed her lab. She had to go to a different lab, which she doesn't normally do. And when she goes to the other lab, she throws her new MacBook Pro into her bag, along with her water bottle.
Oh no!
And the water bottle cracked open and flooded the shit out of the MacBook Pro she just got a couple weeks ago.
Oh no!
What the fuck? And it's like...
Did she already shuttle back the air?
No.
So she has...
She has the air, as far as, available to her still.
Okay.
But it's one of these things that's like all of her work, her current work is on that machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's frustrating. It's been like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, she's 600 miles away. It's not like we can just drive to Chico or something.
Right.
Or Davis.
Right.
She's far away. That's a day's drive. That's a long day's drive of 9 or 10 hours to do something. And
so it's toast.
So I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it's got to thoroughly dry out.
Yeah.
My understanding is, and this is terrible, and I hate even saying that she did this, of course, dumped water out of it and then plugged it in.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, it had died. I guess the battery had died, so it didn't have any charge in it. So the machine wasn't charged up. So it had died before she threw it in her bag. But then she plugged it in, and who knows what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that thing has to dry now for probably a couple of days.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like, don't even, So we'll see. We spent $500. We bought it off Chandler. $500 on the machine, and then $130 on a battery, and then 3 hours of my time to install the battery, and then ship it to her. And now we're back to where
what was the... Gee, it doesn't sound like
It's just
was it a hydro flask?
It was a similar. It was she normally would use a hydro, but she had her Squishmallow. She had like a Squishmallow one, and I don't know if it's flaky or if it has a like pop cap or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently it flooded everything in her bag and also the computer. And like Chandler's like going, why would you put the water bottle in the backpack with your laptop?
That's a fair question.
Yeah. But I mean, hindsight's 20/20 for sure. And it's like, well, here's what you're going to need to do. Figure out how to do this or this. Blow air on it. Open it up like a tent. Blow some air through it so water can evaporate out of it.
Yeah. Maybe
get a little bit of heat, not a lot, but a little bit of heat on it so it can warm up and evaporate even quicker.
Yeah.
But it's really, I'm
yourself.
listening to my wife in the kitchen on this speakerphone call with my daughter, and I'm in the other room. I'm playing Zelda, and I'm listening to this call out of the periphery, and I'm just like, oh no, here we no, fuck no. And I'm all, God damn it, really?
Dead eyebrow.
It's just a bummer,
Yeah.
Like, so sad dad moment for me for yesterday for sure. Chandler's got a bunch of stuff happening, work stuff like that's stressing him out, like related to the move. There's a bunch of things going on, but the big one is the fridge.
Right.
That's been ongoing. And so
when is that? Do you know rough idea when he's moving?
I think that she's supposed to be out like July 12th or something like that.
Right. I think he said that, like mid-July.
Yeah. Yeah, she was supposed to be out already. There's a whole. I can't talk about. I don't feel like I can talk about it right now. Maybe after they've actually moved into that house, I can talk about it because she's been very. It's so
wishing to be legality concerned.
Yes.
Okay.
She is Nicole's father's sister. It's her aunt. It's Nicole's aunt is living in the house.
Oh.
So Nicole's dad is renting to his sister. The sister was living there. She came to live there to help take care of mom.
Mm-hmm.
She brought home COVID and gave it to mom. Guess what?
Oh.
Mom is gone now.
Uh-huh.
And now she's still living there. So all the things that mom had purchased for the house, she's selling, apparently, like a backyard patio cover, all the appliances, a bunch of stuff like that. And she's being very not easy to deal with, to be kind-ish.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing. We can probably talk about it in a couple of weeks.
Yes. There you
and
go.
you might want to, because it's kind of interesting. But
okay.
Yeah. But I feel like let's get them moved in before
How about you
we
get
say much more than
squatters'
that.
rights, then we'll
Yeah, it's a thing.
load into the
So anyway.
pizza oven.
Oh shit, pizza oven. Yeah, So
what kind did you get?
Well, first of all, I have to say, I'm a pizza guy. I love pizza. I worked in pizza industry for like 5 years.
Zelda's Pizza.
My favorite pizza in Sacramento is Zelda's Gourmet Pizza. Love that place. But I love pizza. I love making pizza. I really enjoy it. A buddy of mine who works with me had retired a few years ago. And he's the kind of guy that like gets into something and really gets into that thing for the duration, right?
Okay.
And right now for him, it's pizza. So he bought a real nice like pizza oven, like gas pizza oven. That thing will cook at like 900 degrees, He sets it up outside. So he invited us and a couple other folks from work to meet him at his house and have pizza. He was going to make pizza for everybody. And it was really cool. Like, oh man, this is, it's a really nice setup. Now, his setup is more money than I would ever spend probably
to make
pizza. But there are ways around this, So what I have, I got it for Father's Day, is a Cuisinart grill top. So it goes on top of your gas grill, a grill top pizza oven.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the tents off the top of the burners out.
Okay.
And then you just put this on the grate.
Okay.
Right on top of the grate, and you leave a little bit of space around the pizza oven. And you just fucking crank that guy up on high.
So, and it has a stone?
It has a stone inside of it.
Okay.
In the bottom. And I think it got up around 600-ish degrees, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, which is plenty hot for me. I don't need 900. When we went to Barsky's house, he was cooking pizzas. Those things cooked in like a minute. It was almost like going to Blaze where it's quick fire.
Yeah.
Super fast. 900 degrees. I mean, you have to watch them or they burn like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
This one, because it's only around 600-ish degrees, they take a bit to bake. It's, 7-8 minutes, maybe 9 minutes.
Right.
And you got to pull them. It's not super big. It's just big enough for maybe like a 12-inch, I want to say, pizza.
Okay.
And we just went to our local Safeway, and they have pizza dough that you can buy that's already made.
Mm-hmm.
We just bought a couple of pizza doughs and some jarred sauce. I didn't even make sauce. I bought a block of mozzarella to shred instead of buying the pre-shredded because they put like anticoagulant stuff in those.
Yeah.
So I wanted to shred my own cheese. And just some, I think it was Trader Joe's pizza sauce, low moisture mozzarella, and the Safeway dough, and then whatever ingredients we wanted on top. And man, they came out super crispy on the bottom, very cooked really well. You got to like pull them and turn them and put them back in.
So did you get a peel too?
Yeah, it comes with a peel.
Hey.
And then I already had a peel actually, but the peel that I have doesn't fit inside the oven. It's just like just a smidge too wide. But man, it's really cool. I really enjoy that. And
how many nights have you made a pizza? Not
enough yet. Only one. But we're going to be doing it again for sure. Yeah, for sure. But the problem is like my wife being vegetarian and a meatitarian, she's got a vegetarian pizza, so I'll cook hers first. And then she always wants to wait. I'm like, eat it while it's hot. Don't wait for me. And then I cook mine after. And, there's kinks to be worked out. Like the first couple of times, like the dough stuck to the peel. So then I would just leave the peel in because it's a like aluminum peel.
Yeah.
So that it would dry up the dough just enough that I could get the peel out.
Right.
Because I couldn't get it to slide off.
Yeah.
So there's some kinks like that to work out. But for sure, it was really cool. And it was delicious.
Huh.
Really, really, really well thought out, I feel like, product.
And, when you're under 10 minutes for a pizza,
yeah,
I'm the same way. I'd be like, just eat your thing.
Oh, yeah,
like,
eat it while it's hot.
Hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because 10 minutes, these things are typically so thin, they're going to cool off beyond, like, just eat.
Yeah. The size of the pizza that it can cook and the dough that we get at Safeway, one dough was the perfect amount of... It's the perfect size dough for that size pizza.
Yeah.
So can't complain there. And then the brick or the pizza stone on the bottom just gets so heat soaked that it's not even fazed by the fact that you're sticking a pizza on top of it. It doesn't really have a cool down.
Right.
And then plus the grill's just like going.
Cranking.
Yeah. And you let it get hot for like 20 minutes before you put anything in it. Really cool and a lot of fun to make your own pizza at home. And I've made my own dough before, and I'll probably do that again. It's just a lot of effort if you don't have time.
Yeah.
If you're strapped for time, just go to Trader Joe's or go to Safeway and buy maybe Rayleigh's has it. Buy your own dough.
I was going to say, so relative to how you used to make pizzas, is it quicker?
Quicker?
Like from let's start dinner to we are eating dinner. Is having the Cuisinart a faster turnaround than how you used to make your personal pizzas when you would make them in-house?
You mean like if I made a pizza in the oven or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
because some nights we'll do.
I think it's just a better cook. Than cooking it in.
So it's not necessarily faster. Because some nights we'll do like a personal pizza night.
Oh yeah.
And we're doing like the naked bubbly shells.
Yeah.
And pizza sauce, and they bake. Well, now I'm drawing a blank on how long they're baking, but
I think like
a pizza dough
6,
and
8,
like
10 minutes,
a thing,
yeah,
like at that size.
Now, I personally, it's just a thing. Like I can't stand the bubbly. Shanna, she likes them, and I just don't care for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like something about the flavor of them or whatever. I just don't really care for them. I'd rather like start with fresh dough. The pizzeria, we used to have a chip. They call them chips, garlic chips or pesto chips.
Mm-hmm.
And those are real thin. That's like a size too small for the size of pizza or whatever that it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real thin, and then it's like garlic butter and then cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make some like pizza or some garlic chips or some pesto chips at home.
Ooh.
So I can't wait to try that. So yeah, that's exciting. And I already do stuff like in the regular oven, I'll do the pizza skins. Have we talked about that before?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make those at home, and those are in a pan. I don't even know if that pan will fit in the pizza oven. It might.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just big enough for a one-person pizza. It's sort of like going to Blaze, but better.
Like the one video I saw last week after you had mentioned, and then I think before I came onto the show, like were ovens in the pretty much like 400 to 900. I think one was up in the thousands for a 16-inch pie size.
Yeah.
Some were like wood fire. Most were propane.
Yeah.
Some, I think one was like actually, you could do both. You can put little kindling wood chunks in here, or if you're,
I think
trying to be convenient, you can hook gas up to it, kind of a thing.
I think, for me, I think wood-fired pizza is the best.
Oh, sure.
But, I mean, doesn't...
Yeah.
It does add a little bit of smoke flavor to the pizza. That's kind of what I like about it.
Yeah.
Is if you're using wood-fired pizza, you kind of get that rustic feel about it.
Yeah.
But, gas is fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what I really dug about it is how crispy that stone gets the crust.
Yeah.
Like it had a nice snap to it, a little texture.
Yeah.
I really dig that.
Yeah.
I think even the Pizzeria Classico where I worked, it was an electric oven, and it ran, I want to say at like 450, 475, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a conveyor oven, so it's got what's called fingers inside. So the oven heats up, and then it has a blower that blows air up into these fingers, and the fingers run the width of the oven. There's like several of them all the way across, and also on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And the fingers just blow hot air, like convection style.
Oh, okay.
On the pizza as it goes through the conveyor belt. That's how that works. I'm probably inefficient. I don't know. It's open on both ends. The doors on the sides are always being opened up. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be using a ton of electricity. I mean, the pipe of wiring that came into that thing was like that.
Heavy,
it was like a 2-inch
220.
Yeah,
plus another 220.
Probably. I mean, it probably used a ton of power, I would assume. But just putting it on your gas grill with the little Cuisinart thing, I'm impressed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to come over and do pizza sometime.
We had like pizza was like a convenient thing when we were in Fiji.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember what we had. We had something. I think it was last week when we were grocery shopping dinner menus, and I'm like, whatever we do, I'm all pizzaed out for a while, and then today's Wednesday, I think Saturday or Sunday, the girls were out and they're like, what are we doing for dinner? Like Piper said, pick pasta. So we got Skipolinis. And I sent a menu to Xander. I'm like, yeah, look at the menu, tell me what you want, and I'll send it to your mom. And pizza. I'm like, heavy sigh. I'm like, I love pizza. But I'm like, I need I need another month.
You could have a break from it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. But I'm saying, I still watch that whole pizza oven review competition kind of thing. And I'm like, it's my bag.
Yeah.
I would love to have a pizza oven spot.
Yeah.
Or attachment for whatever thing I get as like my forever barbecue or my forever patio setup. Because
I would like a real pizza oven.
Yeah, I would 100% cook pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think when you talk about versatility, convenience.
Well, it's not like you only have to cook pizza in it.
Sure.
There's tons of stuff you can put in
you don't have to be no matter who comes over, and we saw that when we were in Fiji, your non-meatasauruses, your meatasauruses, your non-glutens, everybody can have a style of pizza.
Yeah.
And it will, you can have a solution for everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So then, Xander was, I'm like, fuck, dude, really? You're back on it? He's like, I like pizza.
Yeah.
I go, okay, well, we're good to go.
I fucking love pizza. I do.
The Blackstone
Yeah, how is that?
So when you left here last Wednesday,
Yeah.
I think we needed to go get milk,
Uh-huh.
and I think we had made a joke about like, well, I'm gonna get a hamburger. I want to make a smash burger.
Oh yeah.
I did. We went and got milk, and then I wandered off and I bought hamburger buns and a thing of 80-20
Yeah.
ground chuck,
Yep.
and then
Because you couldn't find 70-30, right?
right, yeah.
What the fuck? I
And
was looking for that.
I'm like, fuck, I thought we had bacon. I would have added some bacon to this, but I didn't. Fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
So I meet back up with Venus, and I've got hamburger and hamburger buns. She's like, really? And I went, for lunch, I'm making a smash burgers. And she went, ooh, because Thursday she can work from home.
Yeah.
So she's fucking fine with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, all right, it'll be the first real thing outside of hot dogs. Once I put it together, the first thing I made on it was hot dogs and brats.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this will be the first like real griddle thing
Yeah.
that I make. So lunchtime, fuck, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
the girls don't like American cheese on the hamburgers.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Xander ate his and I ate mine without any. But it was, I toasted my. It's a
stainless flat top.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, and I had onions. I bought an onion, hamburger buns,
Yeah.
and so I had griddled onions that in no time flat were caramelized
and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a smashed patty that was just a balled up, straight from the package, 80-20, garlic powder, salt, pepper. That's it.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was Habit or Smash Burger or who's the other guy? It's a Habit and Smash Burger. I think are the two that like are the smashy style.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
I think so.
Anyway, exact. That was it. It was. I'm like shit. And I pulled out the package. I'm like, this was $7 for. I think I made five, might be six hamburgers.
Yeah.
Like dead nuts.
Yeah.
Perfect. Patty, grilled onions. I like pickles, American cheese, and a bun that I toasted on the.
This is hilarious because you are. So, like I said, we talked about this. The girls were gone, Mellie's been gone, but Shanna went down to Anaheim to meet up with Mellie at VidCon.
Yeah.
And one of the things I did was make smash burgers.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Except I used pepper jack cheese, but exactly like you're saying. Exactly.
It blew my mind like
white onion.
Yeah.
Grilled the buns on it. Balled up the meat. Got the 80-20 because I couldn't find the 70-30.
Yeah.
All I did was salt and pepper. I didn't do any garlic salt or garlic powder. Salt and pepper. And I have a part of the griddle that I got.
Yeah, has a smasher.
Well, that was one of the things I got too was a smasher. So I fucking smashed that.
Yeah.
Real thin.
Uh-huh.
Waited till it caramelized a little bit. Flipped it over.
Yeah.
Put the cheese on top. Bun. What did the bun get? I don't think I even put a condiment on it. It was just meat, grilled.
Yes, I did not.
Grilled onions.
I did not have a condiment on my burger.
And it was fucking delicious.
Yes.
It was so good. No mayo,
simple.
no mustard, no.
And I realized as I'm like making this one and like how good it was, I'm like, well, the positive here is there's no reason for me to go drop $50 to $60 at Habit or any of the other boutique burger places anymore because I can do it for half.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
I hadn't had the equipment until now.
Right.
So that makes that so sweet. I'm saving money. This is awesome. But also now,
well, not to mention, spend money on the Blackstone.
Well, I mean, I didn't. I got it as a Father's Day.
Right.
Hashtag I love my wife. But now I'm like looking at like everyone is kind of looking at me as like
The gears are turning.
They're more, dad can make it, so their dad could cook more food for the fucking dad could cook the food. So the smash burgers were amazing.
Yep.
What did it do? I tried a grilled cheese last Friday. So it is so much hotter than how I'm used to cooking other stuff.
Yeah.
That I almost burnt my grilled cheese.
Oh.
But it's faster because it can get so much hotter.
Yeah.
Last night, I did stir fry.
Oh.
And I can't remember if I've bitched about it on here or it was in our Discord, but I have a wok.
Yeah.
That just feels like it
never gets hot enough. Yes.
Like either my burner orientation or how the wok has to sit on my burner.
I'm pretty sure it's the size of the burner.
It just never gets hot enough. I cranked that bitch to high, and I've got smoke, and it is okay. I got let's see. I cubed up 4 chicken breasts.
Yeah.
Avocado oil, salt, pepper. That was it. So it was a good 2 handfuls of cubed chicken breast. I had thawed 2 bagged Rayleigh's generic brand stir-fry vegetables because you don't want to put frozen shit on your hot griddle.
Right,
that would be bad. So I had that thawed. I had my cubed room temperature chicken, and I had about half a tub of pre-cooked steamed rice that we used earlier in the week, I think for, I don't remember what for. So I had chicken, leftover rice, 2 bags of thawed vegetables. And I just bought this. God, it's been my new go-to for teriyaki. Kinder's makes in like a squeeze bottle like a teriyaki ginger sauce.
Oh.
Okay. I'll get to the other one I made.
Apparently, you're supposed to use gochujang. Gochujang. Is I saying that right?
Really?
Yeah, that's whatever.
I'll look for it.
Yeah.
And in 10 minutes or less, chicken completely done.
Then I feel like the Blackstone doesn't give any fucks. Like the heat does not.
Oh, it has 0 fucks.
Yeah.
If I'd have had something like that sooner, some of my hesitation or some of the things that we cook for a family, we would have been doing more of those, more options, because the heat affords you to cook it quicker and probably how it's intended to be cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Like our
stir fry has to be hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be scorching fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why you go into like a Japanese or a Chinese or a Mongolian barbecue place and you place an order and in 10 minutes it's back at your table.
Did you ever go to the pickup sticks that was over here? That used to be over here? So years ago there used to be a pickup sticks.
Yes. Now
and the kitchen was visible right from the customer side.
Mm-hmm.
And their burners were 10-inch burners that had flames coming like all the way.
Yeah.
So when they put the wok on there, it was just getting torched. It was like sitting on top of a torch.
Yeah.
And especially the way that their burner, the like pan holder, it sits on down and it just fucking torch. And that's why their shit's so good, right? Because it doesn't lose heat.
Yeah.
They're using
hot,
really good pans, and it is fucking hotter than hell.
Yeah. And so this my stir fry, veggies, rice, chicken, I was done in 10 to under 15 minutes. Easy. And it was like
Benihana over there.
Yes. And yes, I got my 2 fucking spatulas. I'm like, clang, 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 clang. You want to catch my... So I must have done some sort of animated thing in my... Oh, that's probably what it was. I was doing this, my pinky probably slammed and hit a... Anyway.
We had a keyboard malfunction.
But we're all good to go. Anyway, so I love it. It is super amazing. But family planning of meals of late tends to be like them buying them. Me and my
Those
wife,
friggin'
me
people.
and my wife planning a meal, and me not realizing, wait, but that means I'm cooking on the Blackstone, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Because the meals of late have been super amazing. The downside,
Cleaning
is,
it up.
it's not totally it's not messy. It's not as there's certainly a lot of oil usage to keep, because it's hot and fast.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Totally. The heat generation from like the heat soak through the sides means that the two little, what on a barbecue you would like the staging winglets type of things, they're heat sinks. They're not things to set stuff on.
Oh.
So, you really need to. How it's playing out in my house is there's a lot of, I go out the back door and I put something on the thing, and then I come in and I grab the other thing, and then I go out and and then I
So the staging outside is difficult because it's so hot.
Yes, and because I don't have like some sort of like island or anything like pedestals at a, I've got chairs, and that's kind of like, it's been this very redneck Camaro on cinder blocks kind of setup out there. Like I bring a chair over and I, set stuff down, but then I'm like constantly having to like eyebrow Jax to make sure he doesn't try and eat the fucking chicken or the pork chops or something. And then it's like stuff comes off the griddle itself.
Somewhere to put it.
I'm like, where I can't, and you cannot set anything on those winglets. One, they're sloped just enough, but two, there's anything plastic, it's gonna eat it. It just nuclear gone, game over.
Interesting.
So I can see how, unless you have a really nice established outdoor kitchen setup, or some existing places for you to stage your food on your barbecue or something like that, which I don't currently have. Like the Blackstone is on the covered part of the outdoor patio. I don't have it all the way out there on the Lowe's thing because I wouldn't have anywhere to wheel it. There's no space for it there. So I don't have even a temporary staging location. It's me running back and forth into the house.
Do they make accessories for it, like tables and shit?
Yeah, there's like I think it's literally called a Blackstone staging cart.
Oh.
So, yes, but I would rather like look
Snap-on toolkit cart.
I would rather look forward to like how can I make something like a half moon hibachi thing? Just temporary, like it's not end game type of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself being able to go the entire length of the summer, like especially in the heat.
Doing what you're doing.
Going multiple trips in and out of the kitchen. At some point, I'm going to trip over Jax or trip on myself or the screen door or walk into a door, and I'm going to lose an entire plate of food, and then I will be super angry.
I've run into that a little bit just with my regular grill, like, it's running out of space, and I've got two wings, plus the tables behind me. So most of the time, the extra stuff goes onto the table, which is right behind me. But that's not always ideal to have stuff right behind you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're like swinging back
when
and
I
forth.
cook on the barbecue, like I'm walking all the way out there, there's plenty of tabletop space straight out the back at that barbecue.
Sure.
Like when I'm cooking on it, but the elements have gone to shit again. So I'm not really doing that. And since there's no place to put the Blackstone out there, it's like, well, I don't go that far just to come back to go. So I am in like a awkward place where I have this and it's so worth the food that's coming off of it right now that it's like, well,
I'm just dealing with it.
I'm dealing with it because the food
this isn't ideal, but
the food and the like I'm already looking at like goddamn, and my wife is sending me fucking Instagram like shorts of
You can make this.
Yeah, you could do these on the Blackstone. Like, look at this. God, I've seen it multiple times now. It's a smash taco.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen?
That's a thing. Yep.
Yeah. Smash patty, flour tortilla,
Or the burger taco. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. I have yet to make like a breakfast scramble on it.
Hash browns and eggs and
like
bacon.
Throwing
Pancakes.
Man. Yeah, pancakes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure at some point, that there are a lot of things that I look forward to cooking on it at this point.
Yeah.
Like
French toast.
I had half entertained for 4th of July, like wheeling it out front here and like free grilled cheese.
Throwing wieners at people as they come
you want
by.
a hot dog?
Just chuck it at them.
Get the fuck out of here with your... You want a brat?
Open your mouth.
Yeah, you look like
Here it comes.
You look like a brat girl. Come here. I mean, your mommy is, so hey.
This is a beer brat. Are you old enough? Where's your ID?
Yeah, huh? It's got that cheese sauce in there.
Nice.
Yes. So, love.
That's awesome.
Love the Blackstone.
I got a funny story.
Go.
Found out that I had some money owed to me from the state. Like money went to the state. There's a thing you can go look at to see if you have money.
Yeah.
And I had money.
Are you a millionaire?
No, it was like $80.
God damn it.
So the state's unrecovered funds account sent me a check. You have to go claim it and stuff, and it goes through the process. But they sent me a check, and how often do I get checks? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had this check, and I'm like, shit, this is all how I got into this situation in the first place. I need to take this check to the fucking bank and cash it or whatever.
Right.
So this happened to be right after my birthday just recently,
Mm-hmm.
and my license expired on my birthday, but I had paid for what I was waiting for. I'm trying to get real ID. This is kind of a story here.
Okay.
So I waited too close to the expiration date because I was waiting for a certified birth certificate to show up so I could get my real ID because I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't happen as quick as I thought it would. And so then I just got the regular license. Okay, fine. I just need to get my license renewed.
Right.
So I got it renewed in time. It's not like it was late or I was driving with no license. So I got the little piece of paper they give you that you have to sign.
The Tempe.
Yeah, that little temp thing. It's just printed on my inkjet and then you have to sign it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I printed it, but I never signed it. And it was just sitting off to the side at my desk and I didn't do anything with it. So that's sort of the setup. So I take I think I took my wife
to the airport.
And on the way back, I was like, oh, I'm going to take this check to the bank.
Right. You're out and about.
Yeah. So I go to the Golden One right over here. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I take the check into the bank and I go, here's my debit card. And I just want to cash this. Do you need to see my license? Yeah. And so do I need to take it out? No, I just need to be able to read it. Okay. So I hold it up to the glass thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like almost fucking immediately it goes, oh, it's expired? And I go, oh, no, I mean, I renewed it. I just don't have the new one yet. And she goes, well, do you have the paper thing? And I'm like, fuck, no. And I said, I printed it, but it didn't make it into my wallet. So,
right.
And then she's like, oh. But what are the odds that I got a check that I would decide to take to the bank right after my license had expired when I hadn't gotten the new one just yet? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This is like one of those things where like it doesn't happen very often.
Right.
And so it's like, what the hell?
You know, if banks were as rigorous
with that,
with all their other shenanigan bullshit policies
that they are,
as they are with driver's license expiry dates, within days.
Right. Oh yeah, this was literally like 3 days after my birthday.
Then perhaps some big banks wouldn't have problems with their asset cap.
Oh, that's weird.
It's
Which bank are you talking about specifically?
Fucking all the banks.
Bank of America?
Yeah,
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, those guys. Goddamn J.P. Morgan.
Chase.
Yeah.
Fucking dicks.
Yeah. Bear Stearns. Wait, they're gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The picking and choosing of like, well, now I'm a risk manager and I'm doing the letter of the law. Where the fuck were you during subprime loan home assessments when you're like, yo, I got a guy, I need this house to hit like...
Give it to him. He's fine.
Yeah, I need it. The assessment, he's flipping it. It needs to hit 500K. 520? Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, did you drive out there? I
didn't have time.
Pulled it up on Zillow.
Look at all these loans I got to approve.
Yeah. Pulled it up on Zillow. Added 6 figures. Fucking checks out. Send it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now all of a sudden I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck these guys.
So another thing I thought was really cool is that we mentioned this earlier that my wife and daughter went to VidCon again this year. Melly got invited by Kelly Toys, the makers of Squishmallows this year, because she's a Squishmallow ambassador. So she was actually invited by the company to come to the show to do social media stuffs. And they paid for both of their flights and their hotel room, which is really cool. I mean, that was a couple $1,000s, I'm sure. Yeah. But they went down, they did all their stuff the first day of the show, and Melly kind of needed a break. She actually took a couple days off school. So they decided on Friday to go to Disneyland for the day. And they went to Disneyland. And one of the things I thought was super cool is they were waiting in line at the Haunted Mansion, and a girl recognized Melanie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and wanted to take pictures. Oh, are you Squishmallow Mel? Kind of thing.
Oh, she's famous.
Yeah, I follow you on Instagram. And, and she's like, she got a DM from her like the next day. Oh, hi, this is the girl that you met at
Haunted Mansion
Haunted Mansion Line, yeah. And I mean, just it's really cool. It's really cool to see like she gets recognized by people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's wacky.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
Did she consider asking Squishmallow people for a new MacBook Pro?
That would be kind of cool, but
hey, man, I'd like to
literally just got a new one.
Yeah,
new to her anyway.
I'd like to renegotiate some of my ambassador shipping.
I mean, she doesn't get paid by Kelly Toys she gets some free product here and there, but she just makes content.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was really neat. I was like one of those things, like kind of proud dad, like, fuck, she made something out of literally just a thing that she was into.
Yeah.
She made something out of nothing. And
that's like a good content genre to be in, because you're not really getting any mouth breathers, like asking her for bath water.
There's a lot of strange things that happen apparently in the Squishmallow community, but
send me a picture of you.
Not that kind of stuff.
And the mushroom one. Okay. Yeah.
But you saw the video. There was they actually Squishmallow's booth at VidCon had a jump pit where you jumped into a giant pit of Squishmallows and literally disappear into the Squishmallows.
Pile of squish.
Yeah, and it was kind of amazing, and how big the pit was pretty impressive. Shanna showed me the video and of like her helmet cam, and like she hits the squish and it goes dark. Like she literally disappears into the Squishmallows.
I can imagine. Shit, what was that? There was a con. Might be a year out from now.
Like Comic-Con?
It was like I think it was a Twitch con.
Oh.
And they had it wasn't a pit. I think it was a pugil sticks, like the big, like American Gladiator where you're on pedestals.
Yeah. And
their floor had padding, but it didn't have enough padding.
Oh.
And that one, she was an adult film star.
That's right.
And broke her tailbone back.
I remember
in,
that.
Multiple spots. So I imagine when you're having a pit at any one of these things, that motherfucker's like cushion.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Back the truck up and get me some more squish in here.
Well, apparently they brought 20-something thousand Squishmallows to give away. So that was that's the thing is the Squishmallow pit that you jump into, you get to pick a Squishmallow as you come out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so anyone who jumps in the pit gets a Squishmallow. But they brought like 20-something thousand Squishmallows.
Jesus.
And so my understanding is the last day of the show, they literally just give them all away.
Oh.
So whatever squish didn't get taken by people jumping into the squish pit, which was they had a huge line for that. So that thing was busy the entire time.
Yeah.
Whatever squish didn't get taken, get given away at the end of the show, which is kind of cool. You know, that many squish is kind of amazing. But Shanna, the squish that she ended up getting was a original, it wasn't even released yet. It was a mushroom that she was like, oh my God, I want that one. And it was this mushroom that they hadn't released, and she was the first person outside of the company to get their hands on one.
Oh, shit.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the odds that she would be able to recognize?
I don't even know. I think she just saw
thousands.
I just think she saw a mushroom and thought it was cool and didn't even know. And because when she came out, they're like, "Oh my God, you're the first person to get that. You're the first person to get the whatever fucking mushroom squish it is." And she was like, "Oh my God!" And then she gave it to Melanie. So
its name is Petus. The mushroom.
The mushroom tip.
Yeah, Petus.
Yeah. But I just, it's just like, man, it gives me the feels when I hear about Melly standing in line
and someone recognizes
you at Disneyland. And, they knew that VidCon was happening across.
Right. You're cross-pollinating the Disney people and VidCon Squish people.
Yeah. She knew. It was like
the Venn diagram is going to run over in the middle.
It was like, I saw that you had your VidCon bracelet and your clips on your backpack and your Squish backpack, because she has a Squish like a Squishmallow backpack. And then I knew it was you, kind of thing. And it's just like, that's kind of cool. And it's pretty wholesome content that she makes, for the most part. There's some that are not that wholesome.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't need to know that.
I mean, not that kind of like, they could be dark, is what I'm saying.
Shit.
Yeah. Not all the time, but every once in a while.
Like she have like an alter goth ego type of thing, like a Morticia?
No, I forget what it was that... Well, some of the videos for her, like on TikTok, that blew up are her packing her squish into vacuum bags.
Oh. And
then like showing them sucking the air out of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But she's like, I got a pack to go to, school. And then she like, she shows
then it
herself.
Like slows down and like lightning flash and it's like squish murder.
None of that, but
Okay.
It could be construed as dark. And in fact, I think one of those videos got reported or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so...
It's so weird. It's so weird.
But she's like famous. So
it's kind of neat. I'm not into Squishmallows. I don't personally own one.
Yeah.
But I have access to a whole lot of them.
Yeah. I need the Petus one.
I'm
actually surprised that one evening she was here and she rolled up with that Highland cow one. Both of them were excited that it was there, and I thought they were going to go get it. And they pussed out. But it's an easy stocking stuffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, some of those are like, fucking.
They're
that's cool.
I mean, but none of them, I haven't been like, I have to have that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, to be fair, it wasn't that way about your wife's fucking target birds either. And now we have...
How many do you have now?
I think we have 4.
Oh, that's it?
But really, it was like, I like that one looks cool.
Yeah.
And I need that one.
Yeah.
For sure. I need to have that one. And so then we were fucking target birds.
You got target birds. I know. Hey, Venus has got to step up on the target bird acquisitions.
I think she has just enough for like a holiday
Yeah.
Until something happens and she wants to do multiple holiday birds.
It is a joke at my house.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Wait, are there other holidays besides?
Oh my gosh, every holiday has birds.
Every holiday has a bird.
Yeah.
So like a
multiple
Halloween
birds.
bird?
Yes. Oh yeah, there's Thanksgiving, there's Halloween,
4th of July
there's
birds?
Christmas, there's 4th of July, there's Easter shit. Yeah, they're fucking
Well, I'm not going to look, but if my wife happens to get here, I'd be curious to see what 4th of July birds there are.
I'm pretty sure she knows. I mean, I would imagine she knows
like
there's
top hat and 2 AR-15 birds. I'm not sure that's Target's brand, but that would be so ballsy that I'd be like, I'm gonna give you some money for that.
Well, for like Pride Month, they actually had some Pride birds.
Oh,
that was a big deal because Target had Pride birds. So guess who freaked out about Target having Pride birds?
I mean, I'd support that for sure.
Yeah. So of course Shanna has the Pride birds.
Oh damn.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on. Of course she does.
Are they like rainbow?
One's like dressed in drag.
Oh,
that's
fucking cool.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, of course she has them.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're sort of controversial. You know what I mean?
Are they?
Yeah, they were. Because everyone's freaking out about anyone who supports Pride stuff. You know, like look at what happened with Bud Light.
We're at times.
SMH. That's all I'm saying. Big size.
Heavy fucking size.
Big size. Like, come on, man.
Because there's a thing. We are out of time. But there's that thing in SoCal about the protests. There was a school board meeting with like an intention to like a vote or an amendment to have the school teach awareness about Pride Month.
Okay.
And there was protesters and like supporters at the same location, which then resulted in a
clash
brawl.
I mean, sure.
And it like
you know, we can wait. We can
do a whole fucking show on that. Yeah. Okay, so on that note,
yes,
return the cart.
I knew you were going to say that first. Wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
Make the call if you need to.
Stay up to date on your shots.
Check your oil, Tony.
Register to vote.
And do the kindness.
And we will catch you next week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.